Our first speaker and opening speaker is Dr. Rozen. She's an expert in motivation, change management, and leadership. She's authored 3 books. She also is a regular star on NBC, ABC, and Fox News. She has a master's and a PhD in psychology, and she's going to come and talk to us about how do I get everybody to have that same buy-in and that same passion. And Dr. Rozen is going to talk to us about that very thing. Welcome, Dr. Rozen.
The strongest urge a person has is to be loved and validated. Do you know that when you go out there and you give someone a genuine compliment, it triggers the same area in their brain as receiving cash? And as leaders, if you project to the people that you lead that they are capable, that they're successful, that you believe in them, guess what will happen? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can exceed your limits. It is possible for people to exceed their limits. They just need to discover their engine and what really matters to them. When something matters to you at a 10, you are going to be amazing at getting there because it matters to you the most. But to be exceptional requires a lot of work, a lot of focus, because the brain tells you, I'm tired. You have families and responsibilities, and you have chores, and you have things to do for work. I did this and this and this and this and this and this today. I have maxed myself out. So basically, we're working against our brain. Okay, if you tell your brain, excuse me, brain, I'm the boss here, and I'm going to implement that change, and I don't care that you're tired, and this is how I'm going to do it.
I think the most important thing is to prioritize, to ask yourself, what is the one thing or the 2 things that are the most important to me that I want to focus my attention on?
Dr. Rozen did an extraordinary job of helping our leaders understand the importance of staying focused, being intentional in our goal setting, and certainly remaining passionate about what we do so that we can have the most effectiveness on our team.
In human behavior, we tend to do things that sometimes do not make sense at all. Did you ever stand by the elevator or see other people stand by the elevator and they hit the button and the elevator's not coming? What do? Hit it again. It's not coming. What do? Hit it again. Do they hit it harder, longer, stronger? Right? Why? It doesn't make any sense. In the way we conduct ourselves professionally, a lot of times because of the narrative in our head, we tend to do more of the same and then with increased intensity and find ourselves stuck in cycles. And then we get very frustrated. And you question yourself, am I doing more of the same in my career, in my interactions with other people, in the choices that I make, in the nutrition that I have, in my wellness, whatever it is? Am I doing that? Wait a minute. I think I am doing more of the same. Let's try something different. And so a lot of our behavior is we're not aware of why we do what we do. We just look at the result and say, oh my gosh, here I am again. Same result. So frustrating. Why does it always happen to me? But when you're able to notice what your patterns of behavior are, it's very empowering, because then you say, wait a minute, this is repeating, here I've done more of the same, let me try something different. And all of a sudden, you know what happens? Let me tell you something. You get a different result.
Just heard from Dr. Rozen. She was incredible, so inspiring, so personalized, and I think she really set the tone for the day.
And so the question becomes, what are you telling yourself about yourself? And how do you change it? Because if you change it, you just got the master key to change your whole decision-taking process. That's huge. And the main reason people resist change is that change is a huge effort, but life requires change. If you want to be exceptional, not just as a company, but if you want to be exceptional in your personal life, you need all the focus and all the awareness that you can get, because you're working against your brain. We have to realize that creating a change does not go from 0 to 10. I'm going to change the way I behave, and then the other person is going to shift from 0 to 10. It doesn't happen overnight. Impulsively means that we react impatiently towards another person, even though we know it's not the right thing to do.
Once we figure out how to look at the relationship, not in terms of blaming and accusing, but in terms of just looking at the dynamics and seeing what we can do differently to create the change. The other person doesn't have to change. It's enough if we change how we interact with them.
And so in every aspect of our being, we have to be very, very focused and aware.
Knowing how to motivate yourself, knowing how to motivate people around you to work with you towards your goals is a remarkable thing. It's life-changing. And I think if you know how to motivate yourself and you know how to motivate others and you're clear on what your goals are, you become unstoppable. So ready to talk about what really matters to you, what is really important for you in your life, how to focus on that, how to focus on your goals, how to discover what really is your engine to do what you do. Why do you do what you do is what we'll talk about today. I'm ready to have some fun.